Okay, this is what we're going to be making today. This beautiful chicken, leek and broccoli pie. Right, come on, let's get cooking. Now the story behind this pie is that I've had a lot of people asking me for it, ringing up in the middle of the night saying, John, when are you going to make a chicken, leek and broccoli pie? I said, well, as it happens, on Saturday I might just do that. So here are the ingredients. We've got some leftover chicken breast. I've got a vegetable stock cube here, onion, garlic, leek, broccoli, flaky puff pastry, bit of paprika, some mixed herbs and salt and pepper. Right, let's get on and make the filling, shall we? We'll start with our onion, garlic and the chicken itself. Firstly though, I'm going to get this leek chopped up and I'm going to put it into a saucepan with a knob of butter and we'll get that braised before we add it to the rest. So with leek, always the same, chopped in half of it this way, then you can pull back these so that you can wash the leek properly under the tap. Okay, right, there's our pan with knob of butter. In goes our leeks. We'll pop them on the stove for around about 20 minutes or until they're all nicely softened. Right, and there we have our 5 cloves of garlic all nicely chopped up. Now I'm going to chop up this onion here. And that's the sort of size you want your onions chopped up to. Or onion, I should say, there's only one in this. Okay, and here's our second chopping board and our chicken. Let's chop that up and get it into a saucepan. Now with the leeks about half done, I'm going to put the broccoli in. And they'll be in there for about 10 minutes. Lid on. Right, put your vegetable stock cube crumbled into a Pyrex jug like this and pour in 250 ml of boiling water. And just stir that chicken blind and put it to one side. Now in this little container here I've got 2 teaspoons of mixed herbs, a teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of salt, and I'm just about to add half a teaspoon of ground black pepper, and then we'll put that to one side. Right, now about a tablespoon and a half of rice bran oil. And once that's come up to heat, we'll pop our onions in. So let's in with our onions. Here we are, the sizzle. That is the correct sound. Once they're a little bit softer, we'll get our chicken in there. Right, they're nice and soft. Let's get the chicken in. Once that's brown, we'll in with the garlic. Right, now in with the garlic. Get that combined. Right, let's get our spices, herbs and seasonings in there. We're going to let that cook for about 2 minutes. Right, now our stock. And that's quite things down a bit, isn't it? It's like giving the favourite toy to the unruly child. Right, now we can add our broccoli and leek. The only thing really we've got left to do is season and thicken the liquid, because at the moment if we put that in a pie it'll probably just leak out. So I'm going to make up a mixture of corn flour and water. So 2 tablespoons of water and 1 tablespoon of corn flour. Actually, there's a lot of liquid here, so I'm going to make it 2 tablespoons of corn flour and 3 tablespoons of water. Let's get that in there, stir it around. It will thicken just nicely, and we can turn the stove off and just let that cool now. I didn't used to say this, but I'm saying it now because I've done it so many times. Now for the pie, the puff pastry that's going to line these pies. So cut your pastry just a little bit more than the size of your pie dishes, okay? So this is where these pre-rolled pastry really come in handy. Fantastic. Okay, that to one side. Let's get that off there. We're going to get some flour. So this is just to make sure that they don't stick to the pie dish. So I've got some flour there. I'm only going to put a little bit on here, so put it there, just a little sprinkle. See how little that is. Just there we are. And it's that side down inside the pie dish. So use your knuckle to push into, I was going to say the corners, but into the bottom of the pie dish, and then spread the pastry to the edges. There you are. That simple. I will do 4 of these, and I will prepare 4 lids as well, and then we'll get ready to fill them. Also at this stage you may want to turn on your oven to 180 degrees Celsius. You want a tray in the middle of the oven, and you want it on fan bake. Right, I've got my 4 pies there ready to go. I've floured my board, and now with the leftover pastry I'm going to roll out the lids. Just fairly easy. Get rid of that one. And a little bit of leek there. Trying to sneak into the pie early. There we have it. There's one of our lids. So I'll show you how to do one of these, and then I'll get on and do the rest. Now don't overfill these. Simple rule of thumb, because otherwise your mixture will try and make its way out of the pie during the cooking, and it's never pleasant. So you want your mixture to finish below the lip of the pie. I've got some egg wash here, which is an egg, and a teaspoon of water. So put a little on the lip here. That's to help bind your lid, and push it down like that. Then use a very sharp knife to trim off the edges. And then you'll want to get a fork, proper fork, a 4-tine fork. The prongs in a fork are called tines, by the way. Now, just use the fork to crimp the edges of your pie. Now it's simply a case of venting your pie, 1, 2, 3, egg wash on the top, and that is ready to go into the oven. I'm going to do the other 3 off camera, and then I'm going to put them in the oven. Next time you see me will be when these come out of the oven. Well, here they are, straight out of the oven. Look at the colour of those, I love it. Beautiful golden colour. Right, I'm going to get one of these out of there and onto a plate, and we'll have a wee taste. Right, now let's get into this, eh? This is that beautiful flaky puff pastry. Look at the inside of this pie. Wow. Oh. Well, I'm going to have I can't wait. If I get this bit here. Alright. Oops. Absolutely beautiful, but very hot. Well, if you made it this far, you're probably going to end up making this. It's a beautiful pie, really beautiful. Okay, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you on my next recipe.